Hey peeps, wagwan. Don't know the thing, alright? Alain here with another edition of White Boys Fragrance Corner, and today it's all about my top 10 picks for the summer. Yes, guys, summer is finally here in cold Switzerland, and I'm excited about this time because it allows me to put away the heavier, darker scents and enjoy all my summer scents that I have. When I think about summer fragrances, I think about citrus heavy, bright, sparkling, light, fruity, aquatic scents that, just give you that fresh feeling even though the days are hot and sticky outside. Right? Now, I did say top 10, but I'll be honest with you guys, I couldn't do 10. So guess what I'll do? I'll just do 2 honorable mentions and then we'll get to the list. Alright? Now, honorable mention number 1 is from the house of Clinique, and this is Clinique Happy for Men. Now, to me, this fragrance doesn't get talked about a whole lot, but I enjoy it. This is a very fun, fruity fragrance. I mean, it has lemon, green notes. It has mandarin orange in the top. It has some jasmine in the middle. It has musk and gaiac wood and cedar wood in the base, and I do enjoy it. To me, it lasts a very long time for a freshie, and I enjoy wearing it, and that's the reason why it is in my honorable mentions. I'll be wearing this especially when I go paddle boarding on the lake and stuff like that. It just, leaves you feeling fresh. So Clinique Happy for Men, honorable mention number 1. Alright, moving on. Alright guys, moving on to honorable mention number 2. And this is a classic. So I guess once I say classic, you should know what it is. It is from the house of Davidoff, and this is Cool Water. Now this is the Caribbean Summer Edition, which was launched in 2018. But smell-wise, it isn't much different than the original Cool Water. I mean, it has notes in it like mandarin, lemon, juniper, grapefruit, mint, sandalwood. And I mean, this is a classic. Everybody knows about Cool Water. I think this does get some backlashing from the niche community because, as you all know, this smells very similar to Green Irish Tweed by Creed. Nevertheless, I do enjoy this fragrance. I've owned this fragrance since the early 2000s or late 90s, I think. It is something I'll always have in my collection. It's a fun fragrance to have around, and in the summer, it is a dumb reach. Cool Water, it does last very long, longevity, and Cool Water is pretty good. Yeah, so honorable mentions number 2, Davidoff Cool Water Caribbean Summer Edition. And yes, I've chosen the Caribbean Summer Edition because you don't know Jamaica, Caribbean, you get it drift, right? We have to represent. Alright, so without further ado guys, we're gonna go into the official 10 summer fragrances that I will be rocking this summer. Now guys, let me say this. First and foremost, this list is in no particular order. So it doesn't necessarily mean that number 1 is my favorite or that number 10 is my least favorite. This is just a random list, 10 to 1. Okay guys? Alright, let's get started with number 10. It's from the house of Banana Republic and their popular Icon line. I love the Icon line. I have like about 7 of their fragrances from that particular line. And this is no other than 78 Vintage Green. Now, this perfume, it has notes such as bergamot, leafy greens, vetiver. I think it even has some green tea and fig in it. And it is a nice concoction. It really and truly is fresh. It's bright. It's clean. And yeah, performance on it isn't that bad either. So yeah, on the number 10 spot, Banana Republic 78 Vintage green. Alright guys, number 9 comes from the house of Hermes. And I know exactly what you guys thinking, you know. No, it's not third Hermes. So think again. No. Number 9 spot is from Hermes or the rhubarb écarlate. I know I butchered that last part of the name, and I'm sorry guys, I'm still working on my French pronunciation. Okay? Alright. Now, as the name suggests, this is a rhubarb based fragrance. When you spray this right on the top, rhubarb, that's what you get. But it is a very clean smelling rhubarb. In the mid now, you have some red berries, and then now down by the base, you have some white musk. It is a very light, fresh fragrance. Longevity isn't that good, but I mean, I can always decant it and, you know, reapply when I need to. But this is definitely nice for the high heat. It is, to me personally, with that rhubarb and red berries mix, it is a very comforting scent to me. I like it. I know my mom likes it. And the best thing about it, this is a unisex fragrance, so my wife can rock it as well, which is always good. Buying unisex fragrances is like the best excuse when your wife cusses you out. Oh, you bought another bottle of perfume? No, baby, it's unisex, so we'll both be wearing it. Just a hint, all right? So just a hint. Anyhow, number 9, Hermes Rhubarb de Éclairate. Hey, I almost got that on the first try. On the second try, I almost got that. Alright, moving on to number 8 now, guys. And this comes from the house of Guerlain. And yes, you all can guess it. It's no other than L'Homme Ideal Cologne. Now, this is a small 50 ml bottle because I kind of slept on this one. And then before you know it, I couldn't locate a 100 ml bottle, but I got a 50 ml bottle. And the reason, as you all know, this one has been discontinued and everybody was scrambling to get their hands on a bottle, right? Now, nevertheless, I do think this is a very great fragrance for the summer. As you all know that the entire L'Homme Ideal line is based around almonds. The almond in this, it has been mixed with some neroli, which is kind of pushed through in the mid. The top is very citrus heavy, you know, you got some grapefruit, you got some bergamots, and you got vetiver down in the base along with some musk. I do enjoy this fragrance. This to me, for me and my skin, this is a beast mode fragrance. I get almost up to 8 hours with this, and I'm trying to get a second bottle. I'm trying to get a 100 ml bottle, and this is a testament how good this one smells. I'm actually willing to get a backup bottle. So yeah, if you still can pick it up, guys, pick it up now, because a few months down the line this is gonna be ridiculous expensive. I know how these things work, so if you get it on a decent price now, go ahead and grab a bottle. L'Homme Ideal Cologne is at the number 8 spot. Okay, moving on to our number 7 spot, and this is from the house of Thierry Mugler, and this is Mugler Cologne. Now, this is the new style bottle. This that says Mugler Cologne come together, but this is the same exact scent as in the original Mugler Cologne. Now, I think they've added 3 different scents in this particular line. I think there's a yellow bottle, a blue bottle, and a pink bottle, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't got my nose to any one of those, but I had to go with the original, right? Now, fun fact about this particular fragrance is that Thierry Mugler apparently was in Morocco on vacation, and there was a soap in his hotel bathroom, and he liked the smell of the soap so much that he brought that particular soap back home with him and try to clone it, and this is how this scent was made. Now, this has in the top it has bergamot, it has some neroli, it has some petit grain. In the bottom it has white musk. And another fun fact, in the mid, it has a mystery note S. It is some secret molecule that they used. I do enjoy this. It is very fresh, green, clean. It really gives it that soapy, clean smell. And well, I mean, if the inspiration behind it is a soap, it actually all makes sense. Another fact on this smells similar. No, there is a very expensive fragrance out there that smells very similar to this, and that's Creed Original Vetiver. Now, this came before Creed's Original Vetiver, so seems as if somebody copied a designer brand. I'm not firing any shots at anybody, I'm just saying though. So on the number 7 spot, Mugler Cologne. There you have it. Alright guys, on the number 6 spot is a very lovely house. Unfortunately, the house is bankrupt. They announced bankruptcy since the start of this year. I'm talking about John Varvatos, and this particular one is Artisan Pure. This is a very woodsy and citrusy fragrance. I mean, top notes include bergamot, lemon, clementine. You know, in the mid you have some ginger, you have petitgrain. In the base you have woodsy accords, you have some amber, you have some musk. It is a very well blended fragrance, and this is a very lovely combination of woodsy accords and citrus accords. As you all know, John Varvatos, they actually make very good smelling fragrances. Unfortunately though, they don't last very long, especially the Artisan line. They don't last long. They smell great, don't get me wrong, they really smell great, but longevity sucks, and you need to reapply very often. Now, in terms of availability, I mean, they going bankrupt and stuff like that. I don't know what it means for the fragrances, if they're still gonna be made perhaps by another company or whatsoever. But my suggestion to you is, if you wanna get Artisan Pure, get it now. Don't wait too long, because as soon as they become scarce, the prices are gonna go through the roof. You know, supply and demand type of thing. You know how the thing go, right? So Artisan Pure by John Varvatos is on the number 6 spot. Alright, moving on to spot number 5, and this is definitely my latest purchase in this entire list. I picked this up last month, I think. Last month. It is a fragrance I wanted for some time now, and I finally found it at a very excellent price. Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. Givenchy Gentleman as a line is a very iris based, a very iris heavy based fragrance. However, with this, the iris has been toned down a bit. Top notes include bergamot, petitgrain, lemon. In the mid now you have some rosemary with vetiver along with that beautiful iris, and down by the base you have some musk and aproxan. Now, the greatest part about this particular fragrance is the opening. I mean, that light, fresh, citrusy iris. Wow. Iris is a very waxy, powdery, lipstick smelling type of note. But in this, I think with the added freshness, it's lovely, it's fresh, it's light. And yeah, I'll be rocking the hell out of this summer, believe me. So, number 5 spot, Givenchy Gentleman Cologne. Definitely a thumbs up for me. Alright guys, so now on the number 5 spot, it's from the house of Margiela, and this is Replica Under the Lemon Tree. Now, as the name states, Under the Lemon Tree, yep, this is a lemon based fragrance. Now in the top you have lime, petitgrain, some cardamom. In the mid now you have some coriander and green tea notes, and down by the base you have white musk and cedar. Now, what I like most about this entire line, so to speak, they're really trying to replicate a certain place. So this really and truly, when you spray this, you think you are actually under a lemon tree. Just like by the fireplace, it smells like you are by the fireplace. Or jazz club, it reminds you of a club where you have cigars and whiskey and stuff like that. And that's one of the reasons why I like this entire line. And as a freshie, this is nice. As a citrus woodsy based fragrance, freshie for the summer, under the lemon tree is the way to go. I mean, I could have went with beach walk, but I don't like it as much as this. So on the number 5 spot, replica under the lemon tree by Margiela. Alright guys, moving on to the number 3 spot, and this is definitely a summer heavyweight. This is almost on everyone's summer list, and that is a true testament of how good of a summer fragrance that this particular one is. And this is from the house of Dolce Gabbana, Light Blue or Extreme. The original Light Blue, it is a little bit too weak for my liking. It doesn't perform very well, it doesn't project very well. However, the intense version, my, this is top notch. I mean, you know, it has an opening with mandarin and frozen grapefruit, then it goes down to a heart of juniper and some salty aquatic marine notes. Now in the base you have some amber wood and musk. Now this, yeah, that opening, wow, it's really a good fragrance, guys, and I think this is one of the ones that should be in everyone's summer rotation. If you haven't picked this one up, do yourself a favor and pick it up. Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue or Intense, definitely worth it. Number 3 spot. Alright guys, now to the number 2 spot. This is from the house of Chanel, and I know what you're thinking, oh, it's gotta be from the Allure line. Yep, you are correct, and it's this masterpiece, Allure Homme Edition Blanche, which I think means white edition. Now this reminds me of a creamy lemon meringue pie. I mean, it has citrus notes in it such as bergamot and lemons. It has sandalwood in it. It has some tonka bean in it. It has white musk. It has vetiver. This is like a creamy citrus based fragrance. As I said before, it's like a lemon meringue pie, and plenty other reviewers out there in the fragrance world, they consider this to be a lemon meringue pie. That's what they refer this to, lemon meringue pie. I mean, the entire Allure Homme line is good, but this is my favorite out of all of them. I mean, I own Allure Homme Sport Extreme, I own Allure. I think I'll be getting Allure Homme Sport as well sometime down the line, but so far what I've smelled, this is my favorite right down the line. That freshness of the citrus with that creaminess and sweetness of the vanilla and tonka bean and sandalwood. Yep, this, guys, Edition Blanche is the 2nd spot. Alright guys, now what possibly could be number 1 on my summer list, and I think this is gonna shock most of you guys, but there is a reason why this is number 1, even though I said this list is in no particular order, but there's a reason why I kind of saved this, because to me the best for the last. And it's from the house of Versace. Jamaicans say Versace, no, it's actually Versace, right? And this is Man of Fresh. Now this is a small 30 ml bottle. This is almost finished. I urgently need to get myself on a 100 ml bottle. This particular fragrance, I've owned it for years and years. This is like about my 5th or 6th bottle. And I remember when I just purchased this, I think my first bottle was back in 2009 or 2010, and the compliments were off the hook. It performed like a beast. It's definitely one of my favorite from the houses, from the house of Versace. I mean, I could have went with Pour Homme, but I do think, for me personally, I prefer this one. Especially that starfruit note that's in it, alongside with the lemon and the bergamot and the rose and the woody notes. Man, this is amazing. And guess what? On discounters, you can find this very reasonably priced, and I think it's worth every single penny. Do yourself a favor, get the 100 ml bottle and use it as much as possible over the summer. I can guarantee you will be getting compliments. You will be smelling awesome entire summer. So yeah, top spot goes to Versace Mano Fresh. Well guys, these are my fragrances that I'll be rocking this summer. Unfortunately, I won't be able to fly back home to Jamaica due to the COVID-19 pandemic that's happening worldwide. But hey, the sun is out. I'll be able to go down to the lakeside. I'll be able to go stand up paddling and stuff like that. And greatest of all, I'll be getting to wear my fresh, lovely citrus heavy fragrances. So I'll be smelling sweet and fresh the entire summer. Now guys, do remember, like, subscribe, click on the notification bell so you will get notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, stay safe out there my peeps. Keep smelling fresh, keep smelling clean. Don't know my saying already, man fi smell good, looking great, smelling even greater. Allen here. This was another edition of White Boys Fragrance Corner. Wishing you all a lovely day. Stay blessed. Alright? Peace out.